Then today I am going to teach you a new chapter in history. The name of chapter is The Earliest City. Now we come to the story of Harappa. 150 years ago, when railway lines were being laid down for the first time in Punjab, engineers came upon a site Harappa in present-day Pakistan. To them, it seemed like a mound that was a rich source of ready-made high-quality bricks, so they carried out thousands of bricks from the walls of buildings to build railway lines. 150 years ago, जब first time पंजाब में railway line बिछाई जा रही थी, तो the engineers who were working on the project came across a site Harappa in Pakistan. To them, it was a rich source of high-quality bricks, so they carried those bricks to lay down the railway lines. Now we come to second paragraph. Then about 80 years ago, archaeologists found the site and realized that this was one of the oldest cities in the Indian subcontinent. As this was the first city to be discovered, all other sites from where similar buildings were found were described as Harappan. So 80 years ago, जब archaeologists ने इस site को excavate किया, so they realized that they discovered an oldest city in Indian subcontinent. Since the objects that were found in other cities were similar to that of Harappa, so they named all the cities as Harappan cities. Now we come to next paragraph. Now, what was special about these cities? Now, many of these cities were divided into two parts. One was higher town and another was lower town. Now, there was some special structure on higher town, like Great Bath. Now, this was lined with bricks coated with plaster and made with watertight with layer of natural tar. There were steps on either side, and the people came here to take a dip in this tank on special occasions. अब इनमें क्या स्पेशल था? The cities were divided into two parts. One was higher town and the other was lower town. जो higher town था, it was meant for rich people, and the lower town was meant for poor people. Now there were special buildings on higher town like Great Bath. Now Great Bath was lined with bricks and coated with plaster. There were steps on either side. There were changing rooms, and the people came here on special occasion to take a bath. Now we come to next page. Indian street. Generally, houses were either 1 or 2 stories high, with rooms built around a courtyard. Most houses had a separate bathing area, and some had wells to supply water. तो जो ज़्यादातर houses थे 1 or 2 stories थे, and they surrounded the courtyard. और हर हाउसेज में एक बेदिंग एरिया होता था, और जो पानी जो हाउसेज में आता था वो वेल्स के थ्रू आता था. Now we come to second paragraph. Many of these cities had covered drains. Notice how carefully these laid on straight lines. Very often drains in the houses were connected to those on the streets, and smaller drains led into bigger ones. As the drains were covered, inspection holes were provided at intervals to clean them. Now all three houses, drains and streets were probably planned and built at same time. तो जो ड्रेन्स होती थी स्ट्रीट सिटीज़ में वो कवर्ड होती थी. तो जो ड्रेन्स हाउस से निकलती थी वो स्ट्रीट्स में मिलती थी, या जो स्ट्रीट्स में जो ड्रेन्स होती थी वो मेन ड्रेन से मिलती थी. एंड देयर वर इंस्पेक्शन होल्स ऑन द ड्रेन्स जो जिसे अलग अलग टाइम पे उसको साफ़ किया जाता था. इन दिस वे द सिटी वॉज केप्ट क्लीन. नाउ वी कम टू नेक्स्ट पेज. लाइफ इन द सिटी. Now there were people who planned the construction of special buildings in the city. These were called rulers. The rulers sent people to distant lands to get metal, precious stones, and other things they wanted. Now there were scribes who knew how to write, who helped prepare the seals and perhaps wrote on other materials that have not survived. Besides, there were men and women, craftsmen, making all kinds of things either in their homes or in special workshops. सो यहाँ पे जो कंस्ट्रक्शन का जो सिटीज़ का जो कंस्ट्रक्शन का काम होता था वो ज़्यादातर रूलर्स करते थे. तो रूलर्स कभी कभी लोगों को डिस्टेंट लैंड पे भेजते थे, प्रेशियस स्टोन्स एंड मेटल्स लाने के लिए भेजते थे. इसके अलावा यहाँ पे स्क्राइब्स होते थे जिनको लिखना आता था. सो दे यूज टू प्रिपेयर सील्स एंड दे रोट ऑन मटेरियल्स. नाउ अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस दे वर मैन एंड वुमेन क्राफ्ट्समैन जो या तो अपने घर में काम करते थे या वर्कशॉप में काम करते थे. नाउ वी कम टू नेक्स्ट पेज. इन द सिटी. Most of the things that have been found by archaeologists are made of stone, shells, and metal. Copper and bronze were used to make tools and weapons, ornaments and vessels, and gold and silver used to make ornaments and vessels. The Harappans also made seals out of stone. These are generally rectangular. The Harappans also made pots with beautiful designs. तो जो ज़्यादा आर्कोलॉजिस्ट को चीज़ें मिली हैं वो स्टोन्स की, शेल्स की और मेटल्स की मिली हैं. तो कॉपर और ब्रॉन्ज वो यूज टू मेक टूल्स एंड वेपन्स, और जो गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर वर यूज फॉर मेकिंग ऑर्नामेंट्स. इसके अलावा आर्कोलॉजिस्ट को सील्स मिले दैट वर मेड ऑफ स्टोन. दे वर रेक्टेंगुलर एंड दे हैड एनिमल कार्विंग्स. इसके अलावा आर्कोलॉजिस्ट को pots मिले that were beautifully designed. Now we come to next paragraph. Now the evidence of cotton has also been found in Harappa, which suggests that people grew cotton. Besides this, the spindle walls have been found in Harappa. तो स्पिंडल्स भी मिले जिससे पता लगता है कि द हरप्पन spun thread. Now we come to next paragraph. Many of the things that were produced were probably the work of specialists. A specialist is a person who is trained to do any one kind of work. For example, cutting stone, polishing beads or carving seals. Now the objects जो ज़्यादातर बनाए जाते थे वो स्पेशलिस्ट के थ्रू बनाए जाते थे. The specialists are the people who specialize in doing one kind of work, like cutting stone, polishing beads or carving seal. Now we come to next paragraph. Raw materials. Raw materials are substances that are either found naturally or produced by farmers. These are then processed to produce finished goods. While some of raw materials are available locally and some had to be brought from distant places. जो रॉ मटेरियल्स होते हैं या तो नेचुरली हो जाते हैं या तो उसको फार्मर्स को प्रोड्यूस करने पड़ते हैं, और जो ये रॉ मटेरियल्स हैं इनको प्रोसेस करके इनको फिर फिनिश प्रोडक्ट्स में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ता है. कुछ तो रॉ मटेरियल्स लोकली अवेलेबल हो जाता है लेकिन कुछ रॉ मटेरियल डिस्टेंट लैंड से दूर प्लेसेस से लेके आना पड़ता है. लाइक द हरप्पन्स ब्रॉट कॉपर फ्रॉम राजस्थान, they brought gold from Karnataka and bronze from Afghanistan. Now we come to next paragraph. In cities, the people who lived in villages were generally farmers and they supplied food grains to the people who lived in cities like scribes and rulers. Now a tool that was used to dig the ground was called plow and it was made of wood. Now the city हड़प्पा की जो cities थी वहाँ पे rainfall बहुत कम पड़ती थी. तो जो वहाँ के लोग हैं they used to build tanks from where the water was supplied to the fields. Now the people of Harappa also reared animals. जानवर भी पालते थे वो. So sometimes the grass and water was available around the settlement and sometimes they had to go to distant land in search of grass and water. Now we come to next paragraph. Harappan towns in Gujarat. The city of Doloveria is located in Gujarat. It was surrounded with massive stone walls with entrances through gateways. There was large open area in the settlement where public ceremonies took place. Other finds include Harappan script that were carved out of white stones. और जो सिटी ऑफ डिलीवरी है गुजरात में सिचुएटेड है. नाउ इट वाज सराउंडेड विद मैसिव वॉल्स, और जहाँ से एंट्रेंसेस था गेटवेज के थ्रू होता था, और जो उस ये वॉल्स के अंदर ओपन स्पेसेस थी जहाँ पे पब्लिक सेरेमनीज होती थी. इसके अलावा यहाँ पे हरप्पन स्क्रिप्ट भी मिली है दैट वाज इनलेड इन वुड. नाउ वी कम टू द सिटी ऑफ लोथल. सिटी ऑफ लोथल इज सिचुएटेड नियर साबरमती रिवर. It was situated near areas where raw materials was available. So this was an important center for making objects out of stone, shells and metal. The city of Lothal है, it is situated near साबरमती river. इसके अलावा ये वहाँ पे भी उस रॉ मटेरियल्स जहाँ अवेलेबल था उसके भी नज़दीक है. So इस वजह से यहाँ पे it was known as a center for making objects out of stone, shells and metal. Now we come to next page. A building that was found here was probably workshop for making beads. अब जो बिल्डिंग जो यहाँ मिली तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इट वाज वर्कशॉप फॉर मेकिंग बीड्स. नाउ वी कम टू नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ. हिस्ट्री ऑफ द एंड. Around 3900 years ago, people stopped living in many cities. There may have been many reasons for that. Some scholars suggest that rivers dried up. Others suggest that there was deforestation. In some areas, there were floods. But none of these reasons can explain the end of all cities. Now we come to next paragraph. Sites in Sindh and West Punjab were abandoned while many people moved into new settlements. Now around 3900 years ago लोगों ने शहरों में रहना बंद कर दिया. उसके कई रीजंस हो सकते हैं. कईयों ने कहा कि जो रिवर्स हैं वो ड्राई हो गए. कईयों ने कहा डिफॉरेस्टेशन हो गया जिससे वेजिटेशन ख़त्म हो गई. इन सम प्लेसेस देयर वर फ्लड्स. People in Sindh and West Punjab left their homes and settled into new places. Now this ends my chapter.